Hello, everyone. It's the lovely Miss Dime, and it's 1 week till Dime Day, and I will be turning the big deuce six, and that is a major turning point and milestone in my life because I'm getting ready to transition into moving on my own, and it would be the first time I would be away from home really on my own. Independente. Do you know what that means? And that is really my anthem right now. Do I really know what it means? It's not just I'm strong and independent and I have an attitude and I'm an angry black woman. Am I really ready for what it means to be independent? That means you're not financially dependent on anybody, you're not emotionally dependent on anybody, you are self sufficient. That's what that means. And when you are not financially adept to care for yourself, you are in a dependent situation. And in a lot of the circumstances with economics these days, a lot of adults, male and female, are having to move back home or have a roommate or move in with someone because they are not financially stable enough to live on their own. And there's also budget limits too, and that has to be considered. Like, are you ready to move home out? Do you have the means to support yourself? Do you make enough to live on your own? Can you pay for the basic necessities, or do you have to live check to check? I don't want to live like that. When I leave home, I want to be good and darn ready to leave home, not struggling to get by, just to strut my stuff and just to have an S on my chest that I'm out of the house and I can do what I want to do. When you do it in a mature fashion and you make a decision that's based on logic and not emotion. And I have not finished my education. I have not secured a job. I am financially dependent on parents at this point. I have had the privilege of just having to go to school. A lot of people have had to work to be able to afford school. I've either gotten scholarships or grants or financial aid. I don't have to pay 1 red cent out of my pocket. The only thing my parents asked of me was to do what you ought to do, stay out of trouble, stay on the right side, do what you have to do in school. They did not require me to work. They did not require me to pay rent. They wanted me to save, to be prepared to go out on my own. I spent money foolishly. Money leaves my hand as soon as I get it. And I'm facing the reality of my choices. I'm going to have to knuckle down and really prioritize, and the bare necessities are going to be able to be afforded. I need internet to be able to do my studies, and lights, water, gas, other utilities, rent, and food are given, and transportation, because I am medically unable to drive. That means I'm dependent on somebody else to get around, which costs money, either public transportation or cab, and that's expensive. So all of that must be considered in the move, and I'm not afraid, but I am cautious. And a plan to fail is failure to plan is a plan to fail. And when I do it, I want to be prepared and not some person who ran out there on their own and now they're barely making ends meet. I don't want that to be my story. Such was the story for many people, and there's a success. But I'd rather take the road less traveled and do what people did that made logical sense rather than moving out on a whim. I'm also moving out to pursue a better education and online, possibly combination of online education and in-class education, because my health really limits my ability to physically be in class. And with these studio classes, you have to attend so many days in order to be successful. And if you're not there, you can't really get the benefit of a critique. So I may need a school that is partially online and that offers that as an option. SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, offers that. And that's where I'm looking to apply. I'm struggling sometimes with emotion over reason. And that's been a struggle of mine in managing the sensitivity. And I'm really going to have to buck up and just deal with things. It's wonderful to say that in theory, but it's another to put it into practice. And me having the logic and the reason to be able to do it and actually manifesting. Everybody who puts on a poker face is not as brave as they portray it to be. In their quiet closet at home, I'm sure they shed a tear. I'm more public about mine. I am afraid, but I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm on the right track and God will support me. And I have angels around me that God will dispatch in order for me to be successful. So all it takes is a mustard seed of faith, and faith without works is dead. And I've been investigating and putting the work in. So for a birthday present, I'd like all my diamonds to pray for me and to wish me success in my academic endeavors. Take care. I love you all. Bye.